Okay, so starting with our first product image. So with this image, just looking at it, it's a standard product image that's promoting the products. Promoting is a strong word because there's not necessarily any context. It's just, I guess, a collection of different products from Fenty Beauty. But what if we can turn this basic product photo into a product image that's more targeted and has more context? I have the perfect template for this photo. So I'm going to select this template right here, and it automatically pastes it onto my canvas. And then I'm going to copy and paste the photo onto our canvas, and then I just sort of placed it within that frame. I kind of want to do a little more with it, so I'm actually going to remove the background. So with the photo selected, I'm going to go to Edit Photo, Background Remover, and just like that, we got rid of the background. And that way I can sort of do a little more. I can flip it around, grow it, make it bigger, shrink it. I just have a little more freedom to play around with this image. So now that we removed the background from this image, let's color the background black. And I want to make sure I can see those other elements on this template, so I'm just going to color white. Okay, so it's looking a little bare, so I actually want to add some text above. So I'm going to open this template here because it already has the heading layout that I like. And I'm going to paste it on the page, change its color just so I can see it, and I'm just going to remove or delete this because I don't need it anymore. So the fonts that are being used are okay, but I think I'm going to change it to another font that is a little closer to the Fenty Beauty fonts just to match the brand again. We want to make sure that we're staying true to the Fenty brand. And I'm just gonna change this eyebrow text to say Fenty Beauty. And I actually think this makeup that's being displayed here, this kit, I think that'd be really cool to promote it for a date night. Now that, you know, at the time of this video, Valentine's Day is coming up, I think that's a more targeted way to highlight this, you know, pairing of products and also target a specific use case. So I'm just going to make sure this is centered. Let's turn this to all caps. Fenty Beauty logo, I'm also going to turn it a little more. So let's increase the letter spacing. Okay, so we have Fenty Beauty Date Night. This is already looking really good. So let me just increase the size of the products. I think I'm gonna rotate it so you can read Fenty Beauty a little better, at least on the product here. So that way, as you're scrolling and if you're just looking at it, you know it's Fenty Beauty, you can read it clearly. Okay, so we have the products nice. I think there's a way that I can make this a little more visually interesting, and I'm going to add a gradient now as the background on top of this black background. So I have a template in the Salona Instagram post template pack that already has a gradient. So if I just add, or if I just open that template and steal that gradient, and I'll just delete it because I don't need this anymore, and I'll paste the gradient onto this page. Let me just send it to the back. The purple looks cool, but let's again stay true to the Fenty Beauty branding. So I'm gonna grab a color. Let's stick with that brown. That might have been the original brown background. So I just want to grab that hex code. Control Z to go back to the previous style. And I'm just gonna add that color as part of the gradient. So now that original brown background sort of fades, at least towards the top, the black background fades into this brown. That is looking really good, and we already have a really nice social media template that promotes the product in a more targeted way, in this case a date night. There's more context to the image, and it was so quick to match the Fenty Beauty brand by using our templates. Okay, so that's our first image. It looks so good. Let's move on to another image.